Hi there. I've been having a quick look at AI tools to write sales emails. So I've put a few slides together to talk you through what I found and hope this is of interest. So if you want to look in the glossary of terms, really what we're talking about is generative AI. So it's generation of new content based on patterns that it's been trained on. This other terminology you can have a look at there, but I'll try and keep it reasonably simple because I don't really understand too much about it. The perceived challenge, the problem that we're trying to fix, is that the use of emails in sales and outbound written marketing and engagement is more challenging nowadays. So there's more barriers, better spam filters, better personal control, quite rightly so, of personal information. And also there's just a lot of noise going around. Also, buyers' patterns have changed. So we all like to basically make our own minds up about what we want to buy from a very complex range of inputs. So the challenge is that there's a need in marketing to produce more personalized, relevant, focused, well-timed written email communications. And that's maybe where AI comes in. So what does it promise? It promises automation, it promises personalization and time saving, all those good things. So what we're going to do in the next few slides is we're going to try this out in real time. And I've just done a screen grab of me using chat, getting a prompt. And what I'm trying to do is, can I use LinkedIn URL, so the web address or your LinkedIn profile, and write a personalized message. So we'll see where that goes. Okay, so that's the theory at least. So let's give it a go. So let's jump into chat. And what I'm going to do is give it this prompt. Hey chat, can you research a person based on their LinkedIn URL, generate a personalized email for my fictional electric bike company, citing specifics about where they live and the climate and the health benefits. Then check that email against a spam filter score, give it a score out of 100. On the result of that spam, maybe rewrite the email. Can you do things like this? Let's give it a minute to think. Nowadays, the default is these in-depth assessment. So, okay, sounds fun, says chat. Yes. Okay, so it's giving me some options, but as the guinea pig here, I'm going to give it my LinkedIn URL. That's just the web address you can find in the browser. And there it goes crawling. It's really interesting, all the resources and databases you can look at through AI. Have a play. Okay, so there we go. Yep, that's all me. So now it knows where I live. Welcome to Fairham, Hampshire. And it's pulled on data, climatic data, about the highs and lows and rainfall. There we go. It's perfect for biking, all year round commuting. Now, there's drafted an email specifically citing my employer and where I live and my job title, and in the usual chat way, a few too many bullet points, but there we go. So there we go. So it's generated a personalized message. Now, it's then gone on to do a spam score, and there's a ton of tools are available, and I'll be looking at a new one next week actually around this. But it's done a quick low risk, high risk. So it's overall estimate of 1 out of 100, very low likelihood. That's a very simplistic model of how to do this. But anyway, let's move on. So it's rewritten it to further reduce that. There we go. Okay, so now let's see if it can generate a series of 6 targeted emails in line with good marketing lead development practices. Okay, next challenge. So we've got a 6 email nurture sequence. That was the word I was looking for. And if you worked in marketing, you're aware of these kind of rhythms. So we've gone from awareness to interest to evaluation to trial decision to referral. There we go. And it's cited good marketing practice. Why do we do this? Because it's a natural flow. It's not spammy, not pushy. So there we go. Curiosity. So it's now generated 6 emails. Thank you very much. In line with kind of good marketing practice, taking them on the journey, going for the close, and even tell you why this is a good idea. Okay, now it's offering to push that into MailChimp or some other CRM or HubSpot sequencing, and also A/B testing. Now, let's see if we can ramp this up further. If I gave you a CSV file of 50 LinkedIn URLs, can you do 50 personalized campaigns? You see quickly where this is getting to in terms of time saving. It's having a little think about this. Now it's interesting where you are in the world and GDPR regulations. I'd be interested to see what it says here, because often if you want to pull public email addresses, depending where it comes out with different answers. So it's having a think. Let's play some music. Oh, there we go. So you see where this is going. So I could pull 50 URLs, and it's actually telling you how to do the prompts and how to do the tables, and there we go. And it can then push it into CRM. Now, you can tailor this if you wanted to do, so you could do LinkedIn invitation messages and then push it through a system. But the power of this is scary, amazing, depending where you want to sit. But you can see it's already massively used in marketing, and any idea that we can stop this or change this. So interested in your view. I haven't used it in anger. I think the market which I'm operating in just now isn't well suited for this, but absolutely for many business areas where you've got high volume, high churn, high engagement, it looks just brilliant. So if you want to go the next step forward, I've shown you how this works. Of course, there's solutions already set up for this. And an example is HubSpot's new prospecting tool, if I'm trying to close the chat, which does exactly this. It identifies people engaging with your website, for instance. So let's say someone's downloaded a form and looked at a couple of pages, looks engaged. They can be automatically enrolled into a nurture scheme. So automatically they'll analyze the person's URLs, public information, what they've been doing on your website, where they work, and tailor and generate a series of customized messages for them. And I've had a look at this. Again, haven't used it in anger, but it is pretty remarkable. And it will push that out on maybe 2, 3, 4 occasions, and you can control it. You can either get it to automatically go out, or you stop and review, or say if somebody then engages, so maybe that third or fourth message is, hey, do you want a meeting, or can send you a quote, and that'll push them into another workflow. So there you go, brave new world, but hope that little insight was interesting.